I mean, we're taking C++ and Engineering 103, but it's just a great thing to learn little chunks of information relating to coding because it may help you down the line.
Yeah. I think I forgot who said this, but like coding and programming and computer science, just learning about computers is going to be the future.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be like learning your ABCs. Like every person is going to be learning it, and it's just like a really important skill to have moving forward.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like one of the tools employers should know. Like even if you're not an engineer, you're like business or finance, you should know a little bit about like computers and knowing how to do simple programs because it just helps automate your tasks. And so like, for I feel like high schoolers, people watching this audience, if you're going to OSU and you want to major in, computer science, just like do these projects for computer science. Like during the pandemic I had a lot of time when I was like spending at home and I decided to learn Python, and so I was actually watching these tutorials. I think it was like codeforfreecamp.org or something, and I was watching like these videos. There was like this 4 hour long video I was just breaking up into chunks over the course of 3 months. In the summer of 2020 or 2021, I was able to make like this graphic user interface for like this button game. It was like a grid of 4x4 squares and they were all different colors. And if the button on the square correlated with the same color on that grid, if you click it, it would give you points. So it's like, a fun game I did. And I guess that's like, where I kind of got like my business edge because I tried to sell it on slack.com, or I forgot what that website, it's called a Fiverr, I think. Do you know
Oh,
what Fiverr is?
Fiverr's like the freelance thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the freelance.
Yeah.
Dude, I tried to get freelancing on that.
Oh.
I was like, I tried to sell my game, like, just for a Fiverr, but obviously it didn't work. It was just something cool, to do these, like, computer science projects, learn about coding. It never hurts, like, in the future, because now I feel like when we're taking Engineering 103, I know these concepts, about arrays and for loops because I did those projects. I learned other programming languages, when I was, like, smaller.
I think the number one piece of advice when you're learning how to do programming languages is don't like sit there and watch a bunch of YouTube tutorials. Yeah. And that's a good place to start to get a couple of the concepts down, but don't read the textbook. That's not going to teach you how to do it. The projects are where everything's at. And the projects extend further in, their usability when you're looking at internships or companies, Companies are looking for projects. They're looking for applications of the programming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Like you want to do these projects even if they're small. When like learning Python, what I did was I just had fun with it. I always liked to program and I wanted to see, different applications. I crashed my code sometimes. I got really pissed off, but over time, I just built like these habits, that made my code work better. And whether it's like, small video games, graphic user interfaces, or even APIs with like libraries and text, just going out there and messing around with the code, it will just help you become a better coder.
Yeah,
it's just way better.